Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode. So between episodes, I've gone ahead and I might have AFK'd a little bit at my raid farm. So we now have enough emeralds to actually trade with to get every single stair we need. I've also is it in my inventory? I have some dirt in here. I've converted, where's my dirt? Well, that's not all the dirt. I swear I have more dirt. There's some more dirt. Yes, there we go. Okay, I have a bit of dirt. I did convert it. Oh, right. It's back at the actual location of, because I converted it back to coarse dirt. That's right, I converted it to coarse dirt. There's the coarse dirt. Look at all this coarse dirt. Yes, so it's all ready to be converted using this. I just haven't had time. But I have been converting, as you can see. So we're starting to get, once this is converted to dirt, we can continue using the gravel we have until I run out of gravel. And then I'll put away maybe like 2 or 3 shulker boxes of dirt for conversion purposes. Actually, probably 2 shulker boxes for conversion purposes, because that's about how much fits in here. But I might remove the double chest here because the hoe almost broke while I was AFKing. If I didn't notice in time, I would have broken it. So it's too much to do all of this. So I brought over, well, 2 shulker boxes of green wool. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but at the very least, I can now start replacing some of the grass with green wool. Start getting a bit of variety into here. Green concrete powder and terracotta will come later, but this at least will get us back some of the dirt that we placed. So that's pretty good. Basically what I do is I go around and just wherever there's just a bunch of grass and nothing else, I start replacing it, in this case with wool first. And then I would go in and do the same thing with terracotta. I would just see where is there too much of a single thing and start replacing the blocks. And little by little, it's gonna start getting, you know, more texture, more variety here. Before I get carried away too much with placing wool everywhere, I should go in and cover all the glowstone. Well, that just needs to be replaced, but we'll deal with that in a bit. Basically, I might remove some of these to have a light here and there actually exposed. Because of the connected textures, it actually looks decent. But for now, I'm going to cover it up, so that way it's just going to be more variety and still lit up. When I cover the area with wool like this, I actually consider that like a wool block. So, like, I tend to not place a wool like right next to it. I could always do that, and sometimes I do, just to break things up even further. But a lot of times I will treat this like that. So, in that sense, the wool, out of all of them, ends up being the one I use the least, in a sense. And that's why, a lot of times, it's the cheapest one. Plus, it's wool. I mean, it's just cheaper to get than green concrete powder or terracotta, let's be honest. The inside of this was pretty fast. And now that I'm on the outside section, doing the wool replacements and everything, I mean, it's substantially slower. It's coming along. Like, made good progress, but like, it makes sense. It's just bigger area, so it's a lot slower. But geez, you don't realize just how much longer it takes to do an outer circle on this than the inner circles. All covered up. Minus, I think, that one spot somehow. Perfect. Last bit of carpet somehow perfectly fits in. Yeah, I do have this though. I mean, let's ignore all that haven't started yet. But this is good. The variety is slowly gonna start coming in. I mean, already you could see the different light areas here. I forgot that I didn't put the wool in here. I just covered it with light. I still have to do this. I take it back. Everything I did the wool here. I didn't do the wool out there. How do I do this all the time? How do I, for this project only, I think. I've constantly thought, oh, I'm done, and I'm not, because it's just too big. Wool is pretty much in. I'd say there might be, you know, areas that I add more wool in these areas later on. But for now, I say wool is in. They're starting to get some variation. Of course, it looks a bit weird right now with just like highlight areas right now with the glowstone. But it will look fine once there's grass around it, rocks, stones. It won't look like weird highlight spots that are covered. So I'm not really concerned about that. I think it'll look just fine. I'm more concerned about getting the green concrete powder in. What I need to do is raise the level one more time, figure out where I want that, and then not close enough to these because I want to raise it maybe by 2 levels still, if not more in some areas. So let's get the next ring in and see where it goes from there. I think with this one in now, I need to start working on figuring out the paths because it needs to go up considerably higher for these. So going down little by little is just not going to work. I should take these and do the stone paths now. Figure that out, make sure that it all connects, and then I can finish in with the paths around. I have a feeling that it's too... it's not steep enough. So I think these might be fine, having it like maybe this area is just going to be a sloped hill. Clearly. But I need to bring over these guys a bit more, because it might be nice as a like a sloped hill here, but I do want bigger cliffs in other areas. My paths are in, and some of them are a little steeper, some are a little less steep, and so it gives me... It'll be interesting to see how I connect this, because I want to do cliffs in some areas, and I don't know if I want to connect it here all the way around, or if I want to... I might do grass platforms here, like in between, and then have cliffs in some of these areas. I think that's what I should do. In the areas where, like here, where there's definitely a cliff and cliff, I could either have it... I should have a grass platform. That way, the cliffs can kind of connect there. And then this grass can expand. Next layer is done. Look at that. Starting to expand. I almost hit that. Holy crap. Yeah, some of them are gone up pretty far. So I think at this point, I want to start raising them, of course. But I want to get some of them to have like a platform out here-ish. So that way when I do the cliffs, they have a place to go to. And I don't want to do it on too many of them. I just want to do it on some. Because maybe there's going to be like a facade, then like some sheer cliffs, and then a facade and some sheer cliffs. So we'll do that only on a few of them. So let's pick some random ones and make some platforms. So shape-wise, I kind of like the idea. It allows me to have a cliff right there, and allows me to have a cliff here. And then this is a nice large area now as well. The only thing is I'm thinking about is I'd like to maybe have it go up as well. So maybe instead of this, roughly, I don't know, here-ish and there or something, I'd want to raise it. Probably should do that. Probably should do at least like 1 layer higher. With this being filled in, I think it works. It's a very large section in the front, though. One thing that I'm not thrilled about. Also, you please go away. I mean, I guess it's fine that this is very large. Oh, no, sorry. This one's very large, and these are 2 smaller ones. But I'll keep it. I'll try for the next ones I do to not have such a big one here. The only reason I made it so big is because I was extending this one, and I made it connect round-wise. So the next one, I might connect it kind of inwards or a little different shape. So the task now is to figure out how the hell to connect this shape to that shape. So I guess we just start by going with, you know, andesite, stone, kind of figure out how we want things to work here, and then just randomly start placing blocks. And then hope for the best. That's usually how I do things, and somehow it has more or less worked out. That's literally what I do. Just, as always, turn off the brain, place blocks, and it'll be fine. Believe me, it'll be fine. Yeah, that works. That works. Some the ones like in between here, I'll probably like have fully connect. Maybe in some areas, someplace we'll just go down, have this kind of method. And then in the back, it's all going to be cliffs. Probably. I'm not 100% how I'm going to do it in the back. But at the very least, you know, the idea is going to work. So let's push this one down now that we have this platform here, and then see how it looks together with both of them going down. Maybe I'll want to do, since it is quite a big area here, maybe I'll want to do this on all of them, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. Having the plateau here definitely works. So I'm going to do this. Now that this is in, right, I want to find an area where I'm going to want to connect them sideways instead of having this, and kind of compare the two. It'd be nice having both of them. Some that go down, some that go completely filled in. But in case one of them just outright looks much better than the other, I want to compare the two. And of course I could do it in creative, but I'm definitely going to want some of both for sure, so I might as well just do that right now. Like right here. We can go ahead and connect it up here. Get the grass area first, and then get the cliff in. Probably connect these three. Yeah, okay, that works. 2 wide definitely works, so I think we are safe to do a 3 wide somewhere. So you can see there's a very steep cliff here, and then a gradual one, which is fine. The only thing I'm not liking is this seems too square. So you know what? Let's break that up right now a little bit. Now, there, that's a little bit better. Okay. I just didn't like the fact that it was just a sheer cliff, but I'm pretty happy with this. Again, the current stone kind of blends right now with the actual pathway, but the pathway are still there, and if needed, I can modify it. I haven't found a hole. So that is all fine. You know, there's still this. There's a pathway right there. And once I start doing the actual pathways, it'll actually look like a pathway instead of just having a cliff. I'm really liking how this one connects in the back. So I think all of them need to. And then in the back, I was going to have cliffs anyway. So, yeah. If anything, that gives me an option to make mountains further in the back, or have them drop off. But I think in the back, they're all going to connect in between. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do it, and I think that's the best way to integrate it all together. Potentially. It could be a terrible idea, but I really like how this looks. Yep, that was a good idea to do that. The same thing there. Having that now connected and going in, I really like. So yeah, I am going to be connecting in the back with stone all over the place. Absolutely. And then what am I going to do in the back? I don't know. I've been watching Green from Hermitcraft, and based on that, I should just not have anything at all. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. The underground here is actually quite interesting now. And quite spooky in a sense. It's devoid of all life. It almost feels like a garage. I don't know why. It feels like a car garage. Very low ceilings, lots of lights, and nothing here. Yeah, it's a car garage. Oh, ho, ho. Got a big section of it done now. Look at that. All of that has been now connected. Yeah, I definitely probably want to do some kind of mountains in the background. At least some of the areas. Maybe not all of them. But maybe like some kind of mountain range. I might even do the backside of it just to have it. Because I'm never going to go like fly outwards. I'm only ever going to use these. So if I wanted to, I could make mountains just the front of it. And then call it there. But for now, I definitely want to do this part all around. As for the connections, so right now we have like some that connect together in the front, some of them are only in the back. but you can't really tell where they are, like where the 2 and 1s are too much. I land here. So you can see those are connected in the front, back, 2 in the front, back. I guess what I should do is maybe like make a 4 connection wide. Have them like really connect far. This one probably is going to be in the back. That's already set up for it. These I might just start connecting in the front. I don't know. I like the ones that are in the front. I don't want to have too many of those going back, but we will see. Yeah! I would say 2/3 done, but this is a thinner side section than the other one. So it's not quite 2/3, but you know, we just have this section left. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, probably with this little extra bit, it might be possible to actually be 2/3. So yes. One thing I didn't consider is I start there. I'm actually going to need some kind of pathway to get up somehow. That is one thing I had not considered. Minor detail, you know. So, we'll worry about that later. Minor details, I guess. I think, yeah, we're over a quarter of the way done. If that is like the halfway point, that would be around the middle. Yeah, it's more than a quarter of this part connected, which is pretty nice. I'm thinking of making this all now green or grass instead of the stone here, but at the same time, having a platform here just of stone, at least one of them like this, might not be a terrible idea. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm all out of andesite. That's it. I placed my last little bit of andesite. I'm out. No more andesite for me. Well, no more andesite really only means one thing. We need some more. If you're not of a faint of heart, look away. This might hurt you. This might be a little painful to watch. Yep. 1 shulker box of diorite. And now I need to get more cobble, which is here, and combine them to make andesite, which is really what I was after. Andesite! Look at that. We now no longer have a low amount of andesite. Oh, beautiful. We're gonna get 2 shulker boxes of andesite from this. And I couldn't be happy. That's gonna last me probably for the entire project, would be my guess. Or at least the majority of the project that's left. There we go. 2 shulkers of, you know, beautiful andesite, and we got 2 shulkers of cobble, which is also still good. But, I mean, that's good enough, right? We got actually more cobble here. Let's take the cobble down below. The extra, and then we can take the andesite to actually work on the terraforming still. Sweet! Look at that. So much progress. So much time. You know what? I think it looks pretty good. It is, of course, the base as it's going along. We're about, I'd say, 40-ish% done, I think, with getting this in. And I've started doing a little bit of overhangs in some areas. Some parts are going inwards, some going outwards. It's all still just the base. I like stuff like this all looks weird, and it will. It will look weird until I start swapping out more of this material with the concretes, the walls, same thing with the stones. I have a light gray in my inventory, but I'm going to need more. Some of this is going to be replaced with light gray wool. Powder as well. Those all look pretty nice together. And then, of course, getting in the slabs, the stairs, and everything else in will really transform this place. And, of course, getting in the mountains in the background. But that's, you know, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. This, combined with working on the Guardian farm, just takes a lot of time. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. That's all the time we have for today. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye!